It's Marc Cuban in the building. It's been a long time. I'm finally here, getting something off the road. He's laughing because we've had some interesting banter that we hopefully bring that same energy to today's segment. You know, this is The Ugly Truth, and we are here with no other than, I like to call him Uncle Hustle.
Yeah, boy, Mr. Hustle, what's going on?
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, you know, The Ugly Truth, or what it represents, is straight what it says on the title. We're here to kind of talk about the ugly things of life. And in your case, you know, like, obviously you're always swagging. Every time I see you dripping, we'll put his likes or his Instagram there so you can go and look. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you're a rapper, you know. Yeah. Is there anything you want to add to that? Like, you're a businessman.
I'm a designer. I'm a dad. Like you said, I'm a
businessman. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you as well. Like, before I came to this interview, I thought to myself, because every time I see myself, like I've known of him and we've known each other for a while. Every time I see him, he's always chilled. I'm like, are we going to be able to hold a solid convo? Because he's too relaxed. Because I thought it would be the Da Vinci Code, you know? He's not going to let much off, you know? But, you know, I'm really, really appreciative for you coming down today.
No, I love
it means a lot to me. And I think, you know, I always say that there's power in people. So, you know, thank you for sharing your energy. And yeah, let's get this cracking. So when, like, obviously you said you're a rapper, so why rap? I know I sound like a dickhead right now, but why rap?
No, that's how I articulate myself, you know what I'm saying? I think growing up, I've just always loved music. Always loved music. Obviously, your generic story, you know what I'm saying? Looked up to the 50 Cents and the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's. From the first time I put pen to pad, I just ain't put it down.
Cool.
And plus, music is like my way of venting as well. So I get a lot off my chest in my music.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, you say you get a lot off your chest, you know, in terms of expressing yourself artistically.
Yeah.
Now, has that always been the case for you? Has music always been your way of, you know, expressing yourself? Because other people have other outlets, you know?
Yeah, no, obviously. Music's been one of the ways I express myself, you know what I'm saying? I have I had multiple ways of venting, going gym, flipping, sometimes even just going for a drive, you know what I'm saying, just to clear man's head. But more time, music is where I'm most expressive. You get, like, that's where you really get a lot of.
I mean, I've listened to some of your music, and I can say, you know, the first thing you always hear when you listen to someone's music, like, another guy that's got a bit of money and he wants to talk into his rap stuff and talk about things that you don't have, and, you know, lie to the children and, you know, stuff like that. But, you know,
I said lie to the children.
No, because most of the things we do, we lie. You know, life's a lie right now. What's going on in the world is a lie. But, you know, I think for me, I'm just going to cut to it. You know, like, you've chosen rap. How long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping like...
I sound like an American. How long have you been rapping?
No,
but how long
seriously, probably for like the last 4 years.
4 years, okay.
Like, on and off, just as like a hobby, probably like the last 12 years, 13.
Okay, cool. So when was that, you know, that significant moment in your life where you thought, you know what, this is me, this is what I'm doing? Was it a girl?
No. Never for a woman. You know what? I came out of jail and I was still on like the same unserious stuff, just releasing music or whatever. And then the scene just started making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, people started getting offered numbers that like weren't feasible before. You know what I'm saying? People were making a lifestyle out of it, and it just happens to be something that I'm good at. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I think it wouldn't make sense for me not to take it seriously. And like I said, plus I'm passionate about music. I love music.
Passionate. But you know, there's a saying, like, obviously you can be passionate about something, but it doesn't necessarily make you good at it.
Yeah.
You know,
no,
so
my thing's different. I'm good. I'm hard. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, you being a rapper yourself for 4 years, as you've said, you know, obviously you've been aware of other rappers in current times or maybe in the past that have paved the way.
Yeah.
So, is there anybody that you kind of not look up to, but you've liked the sound of, you like what they're doing?
Yeah,
and,
a lot of artists.
Name me a couple.
You know what? My favorite artists probably are the artists that don't get the most recognition. So like T-Ness.
Who?
Yeah. everybody says that's his problem, that nobody can pronounce his name. T-E-D Ness.
Is he young?
Yeah, I think he's about man's age, probably like 30.
I don't know him, you know.
Yeah, no, hard.
No disrespect. I just
hard, very, very hard.
Okay.
Lane Hustle, fucking free the guy Asco, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Flipping. Yeah, nah, man, a lot of...
Mashallah, I know that. Yeah. I know that team.
Man said mashallah, that's not even the name of the song. But yeah, no, but definitely check out TE, you know what I'm saying? He's a man that I don't understand how he's not flipping, how he hasn't had like a number one mixtape, EP, that man that go brazy and he never disappoints as well, you know what I'm saying?
Do you I mean, you being a businessman, like you stated, I mean, and I've seen a lot of the stuff that you've kind of laid down. It's there for everybody to see. Yeah. And I say you get it in. Do you feel like there's any particular reason why these men are failing or haven't reached their full potential? Like, is there any mistakes that you can see?
What, man?
Like the guy that you said, T...
yeah, no, see, stuff like that, I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I'm a genuine fan of mine, man, you know what I'm saying?
But then if you're talking as a businessman, because you run a lot of stuff yourself, like you do...
From a business perspective, what could I say I think T doesn't do right?
And bear in mind, this is just the ugly truth. It's nothing to do with not taking a swipe at me.
It wouldn't even be an ugly truth. It would be me fucking
giving an opinion.
Yeah, giving my opinion or my advice. You know what I'm saying? What do I think T doesn't do? Maybe his breaks don't help him. You know what I'm saying?
Lack of consistency.
Yeah, maybe his lack of consistency. You know what I'm saying? Or I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you because I think the guy's sick.
Does he have image? Like,
yeah, but he's not that kind of rapper though. Like he pulls it out of the bag when he needs to. He's not like your generic rapper that wants to come out and do Dior every day.
Fair. So if you wanted to put him into a genre, would you put him into the Dior, the Pop Smokes, or would you put him in the J. Cole's of this world?
J. Cole.
But J. Cole's of these world only appeal to certain people.
Yeah, do you know what? That's probably what it is. You see TE, I think he's consistently real rap. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's just keep it 1000, 2021. I don't think that's what the generation really want to hear, you know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like, because, I mean, where would you put yourself? I mean, you've got the Pop Smokes, you've got the, the J. Cole's, and then we've got the other idiots. What's that little Nas that swung from the pole the other day? I met Satan.
Why would you even put him as an option?
Because he's amongst the options. There's 6ix9ine, there's him, there's the guys that are putting things in the middle of their head.
Well, where would I put myself? I'm still underground. I wouldn't say I've really broke the surface yet. I don't even think I've scratched it yet, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm consistent within myself, but I'm not known to the masses like that. So
do you think there's a reason that? Because I mean, 4 years is a long time. It's a long time.
Are you sending shots?
No. See, I'm not sending. Listen, they say that. Look, you're a businessman. Yeah. They say that when you start a business, right? Yeah. You should look to see investments or returns of investments after 4 years. What? Is it 5 years?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, because boy, you look like you're doing bits. Like, come on, you got 2, not even 1, 2. I ain't got shit. Got Apple Watch.
Obviously, flipping. If that was the case, then that's you saying that if you're chasing something that you're passionate about and you don't achieve it in 4 years, then you should never chase it no more.
There should be a plateau.
That's You can't tell about that.
So what advice would you give though? Because that's like, I mean, have you got any friends that are like dead rappers and you? Because I've always wanted to ask this.
Damn.
I don't know whether you thought this, and you have to be truthful because you're a rapper yourself. And I'm fortunate for you, you're good. If you're crap, I wouldn't even call you here, yeah?
Check this.
But the fact is there any rappers, you don't have to say names. In fact, if you're bad, you'll say names, but...
I'm not that bad.
Okay, cool.
I'm not that bad.
Are there any rappers that you're looking at them like, bro, you're a father of 4, you know... You're still living at home and Chris not taking off, not even an EP.
Listen, you see when this is done, yeah, I'm going to play you a tune.
Can you play it now?
No way. You're trying to get me cancelled, fam. You're trying to make me go through the fucking process that you went through.
Oh, no.
But listen,
no, that's a lonely road.
I'm going to play you a tune, yeah, of a song that my brethren has been consistently asking me to post.
Oh, but you just baited yourself up now.
Yeah, no, but obviously I've had more than one friend that haven't posted their stuff.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
but how long's he been?
I'm not going to give no details. When you listen to this tune,
Yeah. How would I
Oh
respond
my
to it?
God.
How would I respond to it?
you might slap my phone out of my hand. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's so mad. I can't understand how he thought it was acceptable to send me this audio.
Has he got money?
Yeah, he has.
Okay, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Then. That's a formula that doesn't make sense.
That's probably what it is.
So he can buy beats.
Buy a beat.
You can even buy ghostwriters.
Oh my God, I got to play his thing, man.
Is it that bad?
It's terrible.
Have you heard it?
Nah, he hasn't heard it.
You're probably thinking, who is
heard
this? Okay, cool. No, so like amongst you, like obviously you've got a team around you now. So
Yeah.
I presume that the team around you are carefully selected.
Yeah.
And they all serve their purpose. I mean, you got your family over there.
Yeah.
And obviously he's a pleasant young man.
Big up my cousin Miles over
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
Physio Miles, yeah.
Physio.
If you got a
Oh,
back-
maybe that's where. Is it what kind of physio?
How many types of physio do you know?
I
There's
don't
only
know,
one
but
type.
you can get a crack in.
Yeah, no, he's ordered that. Fully qualified.
Okay,
you know
cool.
what I'm
I've
saying?
got
Does
a
the damn
mashed up
thing,
shoulder,
5
so
star.
we can talk about that. We can talk about that.
But yeah, go on.
So you've got obviously people around you. So has there been like situations where like you've had to learn the hard way, or you
100%.
talk us through like a situation that you feel that most rappers coming through need to be careful about, or
You know what, yeah? Obviously, especially that as a rapper or as a musician or like doing music. Obviously, when I started doing it, I wasn't necessarily, in my mind, I was not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making music, I'm enjoying the attention. And like I said, on top of it all, like I can rap in it. So it's just something that just comes natural to me. At no point was man ever thinking about buying beats or paying producers or
but it has to be done though.
paying producers. Like, we're just going on YouTube, taking beats. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what? I'll give you a very funny story. When I came home about I think it was about 3 years now, I recorded a song, and it was called Loaded Gun. It's my most viewed song.
Really?
Yeah, it's my most viewed song. And my cousin that's here now and his right hand, when I recorded the song in the studio, they told me to buy the beat. I was like, buy the beat.
Was it on SoundCloud?
It was off YouTube.
Oh wow. Okay.
But like somebody like spat on the beat already, so I was like, bro, it's not that deep, you know what I'm saying? Plus man's just enjoying or whatever. Anyway, recorded the song or whatever, and I think about a week before like I released my version, somebody else released a version
Oh shit.
on the same song. And it was Rams. It was the Barking song.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've heard something like that on yours. When you say it like that.
Yeah, it was the Barking song. Obviously.
Who's Rams though? Like, no disrespect. Like, 119 from Barking, 7. Like no disrespect, but like Rams. Like you're Mr. Hustle and you're talking about Rams. No, but I'm deep in it. Like, I thought you were gonna say someone like young Teflon, like they're my real guys, you know, guys I went to school with.
It's not in my control who releases songs, you know what I'm saying?
Like Rams. You know, Rams, you know. Like Rams. So what, you could even send him a DM and be like, hey,
I'm
fam,
dying.
take this beat off, bro.
I'm dying. Listen, but by the time he's released it, obviously he's ran up.
Yeah, but that's
the
like
views.
with Michael Dapper's Man's Not Hot track, wasn't that?
Yeah, that was I don't even know the actual full story to that. Something like it was it belonged to the 6-7 guys, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, I was gonna call them 6-9 gang.
I'm dying. Fam,
Yeah.
don't let these guys catch you lacking, fam.
Do you know what it is? I'm just bad with names, so that's my disclaimer right there.
You love trouble.
No, it's not even that. The production team can put, names. I don't know anybody's name. What was the guy's name that called earlier on? Central Line.
Oh my God. Fam.
Central
Do
C,
not
sorry.
kill me. Hey, big up Central.
Central. No, he's a hard guy, but it is what it is. But what was I gonna say basically? Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, so you could have just messaged him and told him like, allow it.
Yeah, no, but that's my point. Like at the time, when he released it, I was like, oh yeah, somebody else released a version
So
of the
is there
song.
no form of like that could have been me?
100%. Like I could have bought that beat. Like my cousins was telling me, yo, buy the beat, you know what I'm saying?
He bought that beat.
Yeah, obviously the tune, I think the tune done crazy numbers. I don't know the information behind the song, but I think he got signed off for the back of that. So obviously they would have done things for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain people like that. I don't know if I'd call him a rapper.
Who?
Rams.
Rams is a musician.
Okay. But I don't really. I'll just leave that on pause. Yeah. So I mean, like, let's put this music to aside for a second. Like, I want to really know. Maybe it's just part of my being inner. I want to be in you, innit? I want to know. Like,
Pause.
Yeah, not
Pause.
like that.
Pause.
Yeah, that sounded bad. But I want to be in your brain, and I want to know what is it that drives you. Like you got a handsome young man as as your son. I see, like, boy, you make me feel like a scumbag.
You got my boy.
Yeah, like you spend so much time with him, and you're a real role model to fathers. Do you know what I'm saying? Some could question, and that's just me being honest. You're just doing it for the gram, but but
what's wrong with this guy?
I mean, no disrespect, because like I saw something the other day, and I was like, I ain't even got a jacket that expensive, and little man was just mashing up the thing, laying on it, man. And he was like, as long as he's comfortable. I was like, raw. Okay, this is what we're doing.
Do you know what it is? That's actually my guy for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Like, it's not games. It's like I chill with my man, and like that's where I get my energy from. You know what I'm saying? He's and plus he's who I do it for.
Yeah. So like, you say you went to like jail and stuff, like, this is obviously a darker time in your life that probably you would like to forget.
100.
I always like to believe that dark times in your life are the making of you.
Oh, yeah, 1,000.
So if you care to, if you want to, what was it that you went there for? Like, what was the situation? How did you overcome it?
I've only ever been to jail for one thing: drugs. I didn't learn my lesson.
And there it is, guys. The $1 million question. Now now we're playing ball.
No, that's the only thing I ever went to jail for. And yeah, I just didn't learn. First time, second time, third time. We stopped at the fourth time. You know what I'm saying? Ain't been back since.
Cool. I mean, obviously being in the position you are now, when you were inside, was there like, were there many moments? Was there one particular moment when you was like, this is it? Like, I can't be bothered. Like, I need to.
Bare times, man. Jail's a. Do you know what it is? You see, jail as a kid, yeah. I don't know if this is right to say, but it's like, it's semi-fun. You know what I'm saying?
I heard it's like Butlins, like
university. You didn't hear it was like Butlins. You didn't hear. No, nobody told you jail was like Butlins. Jail, but it was more like, it was built like a youth center. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was kids. To a degree, like, man felt like man was earning stripes in the hood, like, to be able to say that man went jail. But jail as an adult, fucking hell, bruv. Shit. Horrible, fam. Especially as a grown man, you know what I'm saying? Especially as a grown man with kids, or a grown man with businesses, or, bruv. And then having to deal with, like, just the politics that go on, like, behind the doors. Yeah, no, man, fuck that place. God's willing, I'll never go back to that place.
So did you ever, like, there's always the classic stories of people inside prison, and yeah, man, they had like a little radio and they sent beats, and then you said, yeah, you just did that 50 Cent scene where you heard it, when it rains it pours, and then
I got bare of those, man. I think, in fact, you know what? Jail's probably where I wrote like some of my realest shit. Jail was like, plus you got to remember, like, you ain't got nothing to do. It's just the four walls, and you know what I'm saying? And like I said, music for me has always been like an escape, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely where I got some of like my realest shit at. And it helped me go through my bird as well. Definitely.
That's crazy.
100.
That's crazy. And obviously, you've come out now. What were kind of like the first steps of,
you know what? You see, when I came out of jail this time, I think this is the first and only time where I've actually like valued the things that have absolutely no monetary values to it, you know what I'm saying? Just like being able to spend time with my son, obviously the last time I went to jail, I went to trial. So like I was obviously very apprehensive about like the plea, you know what I'm saying? Just started thinking things differently. Yeah, man, it just makes you value the things that you take for granted every day, fam.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to say that you have to go to jail to like know what that feels like, but like you have to go to jail to know what that feels like. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, I'm picking off what you're going from, and so obviously you've learned this, and you've learned the values of having freedom,
1,000.
and being able to pursue what you want to pursue. So I mean, talking about Little Man, if Little Man wanted to become a rapper tomorrow, or you had these young ass kids growing up, you know, what would you leave them? Like, what blueprint would you leave them to kind of?
Listen, I can't tell you about no
Your
other
son,
kids,
yeah.
but you see, whatever my son wanted to be, obviously, he would always have my support. But it's
Would
a
you want him
bit.
doing what you're doing though?
What, rapping?
Yeah.
He could do whatever he wants. You see, do you know what it is? The way I raise up my child, yeah, I'm completely honest with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially in 2021, we live in a generation where these kids are forced to be more advanced than we was in our generation. You know what I'm saying?
The information they're taking
Like,
in
you
is a
give
lot.
my son an iPad, and the stuff he's coming back with, Mazzoline. This guy said, what did he say to me the other day? Telekinesis. Do you think at his age,
What is
I
it?
could even, he's 5.
Wow.
Do you think at his age, like I even knew what that was? You know what I'm saying? These kids are so advanced. And plus it's 2021, like I said, so much fuckery's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my baby mum had an argument. I think like when he was like 3 years old, we was having a shower and I asked him, I was like, when you're at nursery, does anybody touch your hair? You know what I'm saying?
You asked him that?
Yeah. I was like, right, does anybody touch your hair?
What was your reason of doing that? Like, why did he feel the need to ask him
Do you not read newspapers in these things?
I know, but something must have triggered you to...
Yeah, I just told you, do you not read newspapers in these things? Like, fam, like this, there's some nasty people out here, fam. Every other day I'm hearing flipping, this teacher done this, that teacher done that, you know what I'm saying?
It's not funny, but...
No, it's not funny, but it's the realest, you know what I'm saying? I asked him, I think my baby mum heard me. She was like, wow, why am I asking that? Because I'm saying, like, he comes back and he tells me things that he sees on TV, so he's receptive to like what's going on, you know what I'm saying? He should know right from wrong, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's just the approach that I have. And where I feel like I'm so real with my son, like, I don't think he could cap to me.
Really?
What is it that he's gonna do? Yeah,
He's a new generation, like you said.
okay,
At his age,
yeah, all right, cool. He can lie to me or whatever, but there's no way my son could ever shot and I wouldn't know.
And what would you give him on that? Because you're kind of lining into where I want to go. Because, you know, clearly with this, not clearly, but there is a perception that, you know, rappers and that kind of high life comes with a certain backstory. You have to have street cred. You have to have some form of, I came from no bottom. Do you understand? And I started slinging this and that, you know. This is facts. Like, so like, other than that, that's why, like, when you say people like Rams, no disrespect, I don't know his story, but I look at him and I think, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he doesn't rap like that though. Rams doesn't talk about drilling.
Fair enough, but okay, fair enough. That was me sending shots. For no reason, but what I'm trying to get at is like, you know, in the sense of, you know, if he went into that, like this is just like power. So,
are you calling my son Tariq?
Listen, like I said,
oh damn,
it's a storyline. You know, it's a very predictable storyline. And how would you address that? Like, if you came home, your son's like what, 12,
yeah,
and you found him rapping, you know, and then you found a stash, the typical Nike box under the bed, and you know what's in there.
Yeah.
Because you said you like to get it cracking. What are you telling him?
Like, if my son is 12 years old, I walk into his room and I find a stash in his room. I'm not gonna beat him up. Okay. Because when I was doing what I was doing, there's nothing anybody could tell me. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I grew up in a strict household, you know what I'm saying? So that's just stuff that my mom and dad did not condone. There was no, You see that level of support that doesn't come from Nigerians. You know what I'm saying?
Pepper in the eyes and shoe on head.
Yeah. That one there was serious. That was a travesty. You brought shame to the family.
Get out! You're going first class to Nigeria. First class tomorrow.
If I walked in my son's room and like I see his stash, like,
are you taxing him?
Nah, I'm not gonna tax my son. I'll reason with him. I feel like I would know how to speak to him. There's no reason for him to want to do what he's doing that me as a dad being alive, I couldn't cover.
But what if he told you, Dad, F the system. I know what it's all about. You can't tell me nothing because you did the same.
Yeah, I'm on the same shit though. Like I've been fuck the system, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like what I'm building is for my family, you know what I'm saying? I can't see any reason why he would feel like he would want to go down that route. And plus, you see when I went down that route, yeah, everybody came to me and said to me, stop doing this, stop doing this, stop doing this. Nobody came to me and said, look, stop doing this, this is what you can do. Or stop doing this, let's do this. Or stop doing this, let's build this. Or stop doing this, what do you want to do? I've got you. Nobody came and said that to man. You know what I'm saying? That's my responsibility to my son.
So who do you feel, I mean, obviously you saying that you felt like no one came. So like obviously you have brothers and sisters and so okay, like I take it you're from Nigeria, right?
Nigeria, yeah.
So we presume that you had, you know, the elders and all these kind of people.
Yeah.
But surely, or not surely, but coming from a Nigerian home or a disciplined home, the foundations were there, right?
Yeah, 1,000%. My mum raised three of us. You know what I'm saying? My dad was in and out, but he played his part. And like me and my brother were like that. You know what I'm saying? So man had everything that man needed. Man was I just wanted things that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're Nigerian, innit?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so you know, like the flipping, the wannabes and the shot jackets, they weren't always feasible for us. You know,
I think back then I wanted to be Jamaican.
I think a few weeks in primary school I was Jamaican. It's mad.
So then obviously, there was what you're kind of trying to say is, although you got brought up correctly, you know, what I think I'm trying to get at is, was there any blueprint? Because you still decided to go the same way.
I wanted nice things.
You wanted nice things?
Yeah,
okay,
I wanted
cool.
nice things.
So with your son, because I'm going to move on from this, but I mean, if you could lay a foundation for him and he still decided to go that way, how would that make you feel? Obviously, you know what it's about. Yeah.
Nothing about that would make me feel positive, you know what I'm saying? There is no really good ending to that side, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I feel like man do the things that man do, you know what I'm saying? I can't see, and this is just me talking from a logical point of view, I'm not even talking from like as a father I'll do this, or if I give you everything you need, like what is it that you feel like you're
struggling for?
Yeah, like you're doing that for. You know what I'm saying? Like when we done it at a price. You know what I'm saying? That's a price like
one could say you did it out of greed.
Yeah, greed, whatever, but I knew the price that it came with, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, cool. I mean, apart from the music, you know, I think most recently you dropped a couple of short films to produce, to present your album or your mixtape. I like to call them album. I don't, you know, first album, second album, whatever. Yeah. So kind of just give us like a breakdown of the mixtape and, you know, your style of doing things, because I've noticed your style is different in the sense of how you've done things. It's a new age kind of system. So kind of like...
You know what? If I sat here and I said to you that flipping, this is my strategy and that is my strategy, I'd be lying.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, so much so, that movie that I dropped for my EP or mixtape or whatever, we decided that we was going to shoot a movie for it, I think a month before. You know what I'm saying? COVID was coming. There was no location. There was no flipping. There was no nothing. But you know when you just got it set in your mind that you want to do something. Yeah, that's how it came to fruition. Really, you know what I'm saying? And when you decide you're gonna do something, like you do the research in it. You find you're everything in it. You're the marketer, you're the flipping, the cleaner, you're the soldier, you're the runner, you're the delivery guy, you're everything. You know what I'm saying? And from I knew what needed to be done, we just got to it, man.
Yeah.
It was a sick idea. It was a nice little turnout as well.
Okay, it was. Yeah, I was meant to come that day. No, I can't remember.
You didn't turn up.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna try and do me. I thought he was gonna try and do me dirts like I did you, but it wasn't. It wasn't deliberate.
Oh
I mean,
my God, never that.
what I can say is so like, you are good. Have you had any like offers, like any proposals penciled, permanent, or come back to us in a year?
No, we've had an offer that didn't make no sense.
Can you talk us through that? Because obviously it's not on the table anymore.
Yeah, it was it just didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense.
But clearly
they first and foremost, they wasn't even really offering me no life-changing money. Or they weren't offering me no money that I couldn't make myself. And what they was asking me for in return, I just feel like they was trying to exploit me because I obviously ain't hitting certain numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I said to you, I'm still underground, you know what I'm saying? You know what? This is something I need to talk on. You see the fact, that the hardest rappers are not getting the attention that they deserve, That's the reason that labels feel like they can swing around these silly offers to these rappers that need the attention.
What do you mean by that?
What does any rapper really lack to like get the attention that's needed? It's money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which is potentially what a label offers in whatever supply that they decide, you know what I'm saying?
Deals and those
And
things.
it's so, as an aspiring artist, you got to remember that somebody that's passionate about something, they want to achieve it at all costs, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not getting it your way, you know what I'm saying, the minute somebody starts making promises or things that sound interesting at the time, you know what I'm saying, you're like, they're so quick to sign.
But then do you think that is because they sold a fake narrative that they kind of...
I don't even really feel it's like this. I think it's lack of information. Like, technically, they can't sell you a false narrative. That would be illegal. You know what I'm saying? They tell you what you are going to get out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's obviously down for you to do the research as well. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've always wondered, like, what happens to, like, when you sign that deal and you don't live up to the standards, like what they come and take your house.
That's the label's problem. That's not really your problem. You know what I'm saying? It's you should more be worried about when you sign the deal and you start doing great. You know what I'm saying? That's when you should really be worried.
True. So is it true? Like, because I wish I could rap, but is it true that like most musicians or artists don't see their money till like maybe like 5 years after the initial deal, or or they don't get money from until like maybe they start doing tours and stuff like that?
I've never dealt with a label, so I could never tell you how the money comes in or how the money goes out. You know what I'm saying? But from where I'm sitting, a lot of these people are getting signed. It looks like they're getting new money. You know what I'm saying? So whether that money's going in your bank or it's going around your neck, either way, they get money somehow. You know what I'm saying?
I think, seeing that you're doing it by yourself, with your team, and you got people like, you got Nas and other people that are telling people to now take care of their royalties and stuff like that. Has that now swayed you more to kind of staying independent?
100%. Do you know what it is? Being independent it's hard when you don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're spending a lot of money on things that you're not educated enough to know whether this is what you should be spending your money on. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. Most of these rappers, including myself, because I was guilty of this, will go to the studio, record a song, and who's got a Grand Daily link? You know what I'm saying? Now, Grand Daily will charge you £350 for an upload. Yeah? You pay them £350 for an upload, and you're not a a known artist, you're like I said, you're an underground artist or whatever, or you're just somebody trying to build a name or whatever. You're just you're a normal rapper. They slap that video on Grand Daily. The reality is unless somebody serious picks it up, it's not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's lack of education. The same lack of education that I had. Nah, you take flipping that same video, you upload it onto your own channel with no subscribers, and you pay £350 like to the right people to like market your video and like do sponsored ads or Facebook ads, you will get good numbers. It is way more beneficial for you to start from the mud.
This is what they call. These are the gems right here, Mr. Hustle. These gems. Baba, teach us.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're so clouded by Graham Daly's popping. Like, and I'm not taking nothing away from Graham Daly. You know what I'm saying? Like, they built a
platform and then they're living off
platform,
people.
You know what I'm saying? But as an artist that should be educating himself, you should know when you're ready for that platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should know how to use Graham Daly to benefit your platform, or you know what I'm saying? But these are just things that, like I said, every single video I fucking shot since I come out of jail, everything's on Graham Daily. It's not like...
Is that through your plugin or is that through...
That's for me uploading my stuff, paying for my videos to go on Grad Daily. You know what I'm saying? And it's not only until what? How long ago was it that we was talking about this? Like a couple of weeks ago. Like, I'm saying raw, like I've got this guy that does like some serious Facebook ads, big up Tari, and flipping it was way more beneficial for me to pay my man like to promote my videos than it is just slapping on. You actually
saw the changes?
100%.
Really?
I put up a video, I remember, on my channel. I think I had like 159 subscribers on my own channel, yeah. And in like 2 weeks through like the Facebook sponsored ads and all the rest of it, I was on like 11k views. And the traction was genuine, you know what I'm saying?
Anybody can be a superstar. Are you hearing this?
So joking. Yeah, big up Tari, man. He knows what he's doing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a perfect example of what I'm saying.
But you see what you're dropping right now, yeah? You see, I've always liked to call myself a logical thinker. I've not always been like that, but I've learned through the hard way. And what you've just proven, obviously there's probably more you can drop us. If you want to share more, that's up to you. But there's competition out there. But it's very, very important. Like you said, it's like a lack of education. And if you're trying to bust, if you're trying to blow, I am not a rapper, right? But I dedicate anything I do. I study my market. I study the craft. And that's not just visually. From the sounds of what you're saying, it's like you've done the homework, backdoor as well. No homo. But
pause.
We'll cut that out, pause. But what I mean is like you've studied the underskeleton, so you know how you want to get that. And you're constantly willing to learn.
Facts.
Do you understand? And with that said, you know, like what's domination? Like how are you gonna smash it open?
Listen, I'm here for all the bags that they're offering. Every single clothing bag, that music bag, that everywhere I feel like I can apply myself. And this isn't even me saying that I'm whoring myself out. Like obviously I got a clothing line, I do music.
Yeah, I'm still yet to drop one of these tracksuits. Stuff's hard. It's hard. Yeah.
I'm still, between the clothing and the music, like, man's just got some serious plans. Like, we ain't making no regular tracksuits, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like nice things.
Yeah, so you're doing things quality.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it reflects in like, the products that we put out there, you know what I'm saying? That's really where, like, man's passion is, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me being a creative.
Cool.
I always do music. I love music, like I said, you know what I'm saying? So it's really
I saw the fashion shoot the other day. That was some top stuff, you know. So I mean, does that mean that you eventually will hang up the gloves and just go straight into clothing, or?
This is the thing, like I could never say I'd hang up my gloves with music because, like, I love music. Like I write music, I record music. Like it's therapeutic for me, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'll do it as long as I love it, you know what I'm saying? When I don't get that feeling from it no more, yeah, then I'm done. But until then, yeah, man, it's my Steve.
Yeah. And with that said, guys, it's been a blast. You know, thank you for Mr. Hustle coming today. You didn't have to. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit shook. I thought there would be a bag of man come down.
No. We humble, man. We humble.
But I mean, I'll put his at the bottom where you can find him, support his music. You know, obviously he's got the Hustle Clothing, Hustle Film Production. It kind of makes me want to be part of it, like G Unit. But
I'm trying, man.
you know, we do our own thing.
I said that G Unit.
You know, like, but you know, with that said, you know, any messages for the people out there where to find you, where you at?
Yeah, you can find me on the gram, Mr. Hustle ____. Same thing with Twitter. And the clothing, check it out. It's www.hustle-clothing.co.uk. Just dropped some brazy joints, so yeah, go support that.
Cool.
And big up my guy Cuban, man. Mr. Trouble, he loves it. He loves it.